What is Victorian-era fashion? If you're curious about the fashion of the past, particularly the Victorian era, you're in for a treat. Let's explore what made Victorian fashion so unique and influential. The Victorian era, which spanned from the 1830s to the 1890s, was a time of significant change and growth in England. Fashion during this period was heavily influenced by Queen Victoria herself, who favored modest and elegant styles. Women's fashion, in particular, was all about achieving a specific silhouette, a slim waist and full skirts. To achieve this look, women wore tightly laced corsets that extended over the abdomen and down towards the hips. These corsets were stiff and made movement difficult, but they were essential for emphasizing a small waist. Over the corset, women wore a tight-fitting bodice with a low waistline and a long skirt supported by layers of petticoats, or later, crinolines. Crinolines, introduced around 1856, were hoop-like structures worn under the skirts to give them a bell shape and allow women more freedom to move their legs. This innovation revolutionized women's fashion, creating a distinctive beehive appearance and accentuating the hips. The neckline of women's dresses varied, but the Bertha neckline was particularly popular. This low-shoulder neckline exposed a woman's shoulders and was often trimmed with lace flounces. However, this style was only allowed for upper and middle-class women. Lower-class women were not permitted to show as much flesh. Women's dresses were categorized into different types, such as day dresses, tea dresses, and evening dresses. Day dresses were structured and made from lightweight materials, while tea dresses were less formal and more comfortable, resembling the Regency style. Evening dresses featured low necklines and were designed to display a woman's shoulders. Hats were also a crucial part of Victorian fashion. For women, hats were modest in size and design, with straw and fabric bonnets being popular choices. As the era progressed, hats became more elaborate, especially in the late Victorian period, with wide-brimmed hats adorned with silk flowers, ribbons, and exotic plumes. Men's fashion during this era was equally distinctive. Men wore tight-fitting frock coats, waistcoats, and formal trousers. For more formal occasions, men wore cutaway morning coats or dark tail coats in the evening. Top hats were standard formal wear for upper and middle-class men, while bowler hats were worn by the working class. The Victorian era saw significant technological advancements in fashion, including the mass production of sewing machines and the development of synthetic dyes. These innovations made clothing cheaper and faster to produce, allowing for rapid changes in fashion trends. Fashion magazines and the growth of the rail network further facilitated the spread of these trends, making high fashion accessible to the masses. In summary, Victorian-era fashion was characterized by its emphasis on social status, technological advancements, and the pursuit of a specific, elegant silhouette. From the intricate details of women's dresses to the formal attire of men, Victorian fashion remains a fascinating and influential part of history.